Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone joining from different parts of the globe. Omega Pyramid, Dallas, PSSM Corporate, and Pyramid Valley International welcome you all to day 224 of Stillness Beat, your daily dose of meditation and wisdom. So, friends, let's begin the session with meditation. I invite Master Sharad to guide us into meditation. Good morning, Sharad.
Good morning, Sirisha. Hope my audio is okay. All right. Let's settle down. Let's collect ourselves from whatever we are doing. Take 12 seconds time as silence to create a separation. Okay. The method what we are going to use is Ana-Pana-Sati Meditation. Steps are on the screen. Sit in comfortable posture. Clasp your fingers. Cross your feet. Close your eyes and be with your natural breath. Now, before closing your eyes, relax your body. Relax it. Drop everything. Your identity, ego, name, fame, everything set aside. Not required. Now check your awareness. Bring into awareness whatever is happening in the background. It could be anything. Let that be in your awareness. Relax. Drop your body. Park your body. Now gently close your eyes. Check your awareness again. Scan your body from head to toe for any sensations, for any rigidness. Let that be in your awareness. Relax. Let go of everything. Let go of let go. Bring your attention to the cosmic energy which is causing a rise and fall, up and down of your chest and abdomen area. Observe it keenly. Relax. Cut everything else. Now slowly move to your throat area. Observe the movement of breath from your chest, abdomen to throat. Relax. Now observe the movement of breath inside your nostrils. Inhalation and exhalation. Now observe your chest, abdomen, throat, and nostrils for the movement of the breath. Cut everything else. On the count of 1 to 10, you will increasingly observe your breath. 1, 2, 3. Be with your breath. 4, 5, 6. Anchor yourself to the breath. 7, 8. No analysis, no imagination, no expectations. Just be. 9, 10. Be with the breath masters for the next 12 minutes exclusively. Let the breath masters come back to breath. Your awareness is expanding to the soul consciousness, the subconscious. Whatever your soul reveals, see it, feel it. Don't indulge. Be a witness and move on. Relax. See your breath becoming subtler and subtler, merging into the cosmic energy. Relax. Continue. So, Masters, we are at the cosmic energy field. This energy keeps us alive in this body and health. So, from this space, let's heal ourselves and others. Sincerely take responsibility and repeat the following affirmations mentally. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Let's make following agreements with life. Say to yourself, I will be impeccable with my words. I will not take anything personally. I will not make any assumptions. I will do my best at all the times. 'Be in this state for a few more minutes, Masters. 1 more minute. Thirty seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your palms together. Keep it on your closed eyelids. And slowly open your eyes. So, Masters, when we are in our mother's womb, we share our consciousness with our mother. The soul, the consciousness as a whole, without any division, starts entering into our body. So it will take at least 1 year after we are born, the soul to be completely integrated with our body. So it enters as a whole, as a consciousness. Once body starts collecting the intelligence using its 5 senses and the main organ brain, then the separation begins. Your soul becomes your subconscious. The whole consciousness will become the subconscious, which is your soul. And what we call it as consciousness, the conscious, right? Mind will be your body consciousness. So it will keep on building that identity until you die. So this subconscious, which is your soul consciousness, that separation, right? That separation in between is nothing but your mind. That mind is getting built, right? So what we are trying to do, see, we are trying to remove this mind and again make that consciousness as a whole, right? Moving towards the soul consciousness. So the mind needs to be silent, it needs to come down, then it becomes whole again. This will become inevitable when we die because body and the associated mind will disappear. So the consciousness will become whole, but soul will lose the chance to know itself. To soul to know itself, it is coming into the body, creating that separation, creating an alternative, and from that alternative it is trying to know self. That process what we are doing is called meditation, right? This is what is happening. So with this particular knowledge, let's move forward. Thank you so much for meditating with me. Over to you, Sirisha.
Thank you, Sharath, for that wonderful guidance. Thank you so much. So, friends, let's move on to the wisdom sharing. So, I invite Sam to do the today's wisdom.
Good evening, Sirisha. We will start with the intention
Okay.
first. Close your eyes. Love yourself totally before you intend, because you are intending for yourself. Don't do it from the mind, do it from heart and soul space. And let there be an inner smile, as if whatever you are asking, you're already getting it. So when you make an intention, also visualize or imagine as if you already got it. Start feeling it. Let us start with ourselves, taking one day at a time. Let us all intend that our next 24 hours be full of joy, acceptance, peace, receiving wonderful energies, getting healed, getting more and more clarities, more and more alignment to our purpose of life, receiving all the guidance, and let there be a lot of progress and productivity in the material life, health and abundance of all good things. Above all, let there be a lot of friendship, joy, and love shared in our reality to all. And let us always be filled with gratitude towards ourselves, towards divine, towards the whole existence, towards everyone in our reality. And with the same gratitude towards the stillness beat, let us intend for a beautiful manifestation of a wonderful Omega pyramid. Let us all send our best wishes and best intentions to all the pyramid masters of Dallas to continue to work tirelessly to manifest this pyramid and take the meditation to the whole of America. Now taking the whole of the Mother Earth, let us intend with all gratitude for the opportunity that we get or got already to share this beautiful meditation on the planet, connect all the humanity to their divinity, and therefore create heaven on Mother Earth, where there is no hoarding but more sharing, where there is no fear and greed but love, for which all the humanity is getting into truth. Slowly come back to dear friends. Thank you very much. The team is complaining that Sam is taking more than 35 minutes per session. And today's topic is being yourself. Osho said, being yourself is the only way to get enlightened. Today I'm in a conflict with myself. If I be myself, maybe the session will go long or I have to cut it short. So what do you want me to do, Sirish? I'll decrease it by 1 minute, okay? All right. Friends, we were talking about Osho, how different a master he was, he is. His consciousness is still working on the planet through his words, through his books. And yesterday we talked about being ourselves in meditation completely. That is in meditation. But the beauty of today's topic is you be yourself first in meditation and then start being yourself if you want to get enlightened. There's no other way. For all the believers who believe in God, suppose He has created all of us. He has created Sharath, he has created Sirisha, he has created Suvarna, Krishna, Sam, everyone. And everybody is trying to live like someone else. Wouldn't he be disappointed? I created you so that you can be yourself, you can live like yourself, because you are a unique creation of mine. Whereas you are busy, if Sirisha is busy being like Sharath, Sharath is busy being like Sam, Sam is busy being OSHO. So the whole purpose is lost. So if you really believe that a soul is divine and you are a soul, and you want to get into that state where you realize yourself and get enlightened, there's only one way, my dear friends, that is being yourself. And as I said, the beauty of Osho is saying the same thing in different, directions, so that it will connect to each mind in a unique way. So that's why, even if it is not required, we need to look at Osho's way of, putting it across. So that's why we need to have Osho's words. So even if you feel that the slide is talking about the same thing, look for that unique thing in that slide and try to take it. Let's start. Meanwhile, I'll share a story. There's one character Osho uses, Mullah Nazruddin. If you read Osho's books, there are a lot of jokes. It's not a real person. It's a character created, like the way Sadhguru says Shankaran Pillai. It is Osho's character, Mullah Nasiruddin. There's one story which is relevant to today's subject. So Mullah Nasruddin was invited by the king for a banquet dinner. He was invited. He's one of the chief guests, so he goes there. He was busy all day, so he goes in his simple clothes. He couldn't go back home and get dressed well and go to that dinner. So while he's entering that, the guards stop him and say, "You can't enter with these clothes. Sorry." Then Mullah Nazruddin goes back home, gets into a grand robe, and comes back. Then he's allowed inside. He goes inside, and while the dinner is going on, he starts feeding the food to the coat, to that robe. Everyone gets shocked. They're like, "What are you doing, Mullah Nasruddin?" Then he says, "I was not invited. I was not allowed inside. When I wore this, they allowed me. So I think this is more invited than me. So let me feed it." So why it is relevant is because, for the external world, your ego is more important than you. Ego is something you wear for the material world, for the outside world. You should always understand the difference between the social self and the real self. Yeah, you need to play the roles as social self where it is required, but you don't be it. You don't live it forever. A lot of people live to a point, they don't know the difference between that social self and real self because they have never spent time with themselves. They have never known themselves because once you open your eyes, you are in a role. And the society starts from your own family. You're a mother, you're a wife, you're a husband, father, son. You're in the roles. And each role will have expectations. That's fair. If you're a responsible citizen, you are expected to drive responsibly on the road. You cannot say, "I'll be myself. I'll drive when there is a red light." No. But you should understand, ego ends where the external world, the material world ends for you. And you go within. That's your real self. That's your spiritual self. And for you to go deeper, you need to allow that spiritual and real self to blossom. Osho says you are already enlightened. Let's look into the slides. All right, go to the first slide. Enlightenment arises when you stop trying to become someone else. Osho teaches the awakening appears when you remain at ease with yourself. That's what we are doing, friends, in meditation. Don't meditate to achieve something. All you have to do is be yourself, be at ease. The more you are at ease, the more your natural self. There is a book called When the Shoe Fits. Most of the content of today's is taken from the essence of that book. When the Shoe Fits. In that book, Osho says, easy is right. Because when you're natural, there is ease. And when you follow the ease, you flow so naturally that you connect to your own natural divinity. You don't have to do anything. That's when you realize I have to do this or do that. Don't think that you have to do this or do that to become God. You are already God. Stop doing all those things. For that, you need to stop trying to become someone else or something else. And while you are trying to do that, as we discussed yesterday as well, acceptance helps. If you don't accept yourself, you can't go further. Next, please. Yes, self-acceptance is the doorway to truth. Whoever is still not accepting themselves as they are, judging themselves in this group, friends, don't judge yourself. If you are judging yourself, you're judging the divine creation because you are the divine creation. So you relax, stop judging yourself, and be whatever you are, at least in your space. Next. You are already enlightened. Only self-rejection hides it. See, at some level, we haven't yet accepted ourselves totally. Somewhere we still reject. That's why we are not yet enlightened. Take it that way. So the whole point behind awakening, is that you are already enlightened. You just need to be in the present. Don't allow the mind to give its own stories, take you into past or future. Let it cooperate with you to be in the present moment by being with natural breath. We all focus on breath, but I feel more important word is natural there. Be with your natural breath. That's the first point where you are connecting to nature. Next. Yeah. Authenticity dissolves ego. And there is light, there is no darkness, right? Both cannot coexist, right? So either there is authentic self or the fake self. So the more you are trying, not trying actually, the more you are becoming authentic by not doing anything, your being dissolves the ego totally. Yes, layers of identity. Being yourself is spiritual freedom. Wow. People who actually want to know what freedom is, they can never understand freedom without being themselves. Freedom is not about you being free from others or, not following someone's orders. Freedom is all about being yourself, knowing that you're pure consciousness. Next. Truth cannot be borrowed. It must be discovered within. Yeah. Books cannot give you truth. When you are with yourself, when you stop giving control to the mind, when you be yourself, when you are able to be in the present moment, taking one moment at a time, without trying to create it, that's when you develop your intelligence and sharpen it. That's when the clarity happens. It's the purpose of stillness beat. Next. Yes, the ego is created by trying to be what society wants. Society wants the coat. Give it the coat. But don't be the coat, because you will miss the authentic self. Next. Enlightenment blooms in the soil of nobodiness. Yeah. Wow, what a point. I remember 20 years ago when I read this book and When the Shoe Fits, and I was taking a meditation class. I mean, we were sharing subjects that we know, books that we read. And I talked about being yourself from this book. And one kid asked me, one girl, Anna, what is being yourself? What is being your natural self? Then I tried to answer, and a lot of other, friends answered. What is there? You tried. Like everybody said, but it didn't make sense to her. That's when I took help of this book. The whole Osho's words say that if you want to be yourself, don't decide on how to be. If you already decide on I should be like this, I should be like this, you can never be natural self. You be as if you don't know how you are going to be next moment, because you don't know. You're not yet there. Even in this moment, you don't know. So when you forget about how you are going to be or how you are, and you forget about it, that's when the natural self comes. And he gives an example. You pour water, it just flows to the slope. It doesn't plan, I have to go this way, north or south, or then go reach this point. No. That's how natural flow is. It just flows towards the slope. There's no set path. So you have to give yourself that freedom where you don't plan, you just allow, and then see how you're flowing. You can be aware, but don't control, because if you're already controlling it, you will never allow it to blossom, your natural self, and you will become your own block to the enlightenment. So be nobody. Authenticity is the fragrance of blooming consciousness. Beautiful. Whenever you have to be yourself, all that you need to do is just be with your natural breath. That's what I say. You don't have to do anything. If at the moment you are seeing how am I breathing now, just be aware of your breathing and be that breath, be that natural breath. That's your natural self, at least for that moment. You are authentic in that moment. So the more you are going towards the consciousness, the more authentic you'll become. You'll come out of the fakeness, which you think is important. You slowly start trusting that I can afford to be myself. I can be myself. I can enjoy being myself. Next. Individuality is sacred. Imitation is violence to your being. Yes, that's what we talked about. Sirisha tries to be Sharath. She's being violent to Sirisha. You're not respecting yourself. You're so sacred because you are one unique, pure creation of God. So be yourself. That's the way. Next. Witnessing your own nature reveals the real self. Yes, not because real self is being witnessed, because the one who is witnessing is you. The witnessing consciousness is you. Rest all are dream-like. What does a dream mean? It'll seem real for some time. It'll come and go. So everything that happens in the physical life is a temporary reality. You have lived so many lives. You have experienced so many such dreams. But the only one truth remains this moment. In every dream, in every life, there is one ultimate truth, that moment. That's why we keep saying, get connected to that moment, because rest all is changing. So keep witnessing that moment and keep witnessing your own nature as well. In that moment, you perceive something, you express something, everything is a natural happening. Be in the witnessing mode because you are that witnessing entity. Next. Enlightenment is natural. You don't have to do anything for it. Effort makes it unnatural. So then why are we doing meditation? Why are we trying to do all these things? No, we are not doing anything. We are only taking out time to be natural by being with our natural breath. So we are so busy being egos, we don't prioritize ourselves. That's why we have to make this little effort of taking out some time, so that in that time, in that space, you at least go back to yourself, true self, natural self. Because you can't be lost forever. You need to find your home, which is you. Next. Yes, authenticity requires dropping the past and future, because as long as you are identifying yourself with your past self or the future self that you want to be, you are not being authentic in the present moment. So moment to moment frees you from the mind's illusion. That's why Eckhart Tolle says presence, the power of now, now, now here, now here. Nowhere to now here. The W moves from where to know. That's the only change that we are doing. The whole effort is to bring that W to here. Now here, from nowhere. Yeah, next. Being yourself means dropping all masks. Masks are required for the external world, but don't wear masks for yourself. Don't keep telling myself. If I tell myself I'm a great master, I'm this, I'm that, I'll never know what I am, first of all. And yesterday I may be something, tomorrow I'll be something. Real enlightenment is today I'm like this, yesterday I was like this, tomorrow I don't know what I'm going to be. So stop being hypocritical to yourself first. Come out of your conditioning. Hypocrisy is a very, very important word. Some words give us a beautiful contrast: ego, hypocrisy, conditioning. While you discover your true self, what you come out of, these words help us a lot as contrasts. Next. Uniqueness is not lost in enlightenment. Yes, some people think if I be myself, I'll just become that ocean. What about me? There's some uniqueness in this drop. No, uniqueness is something which will remain with you because you're born unique, will remain unique, but you'll still be part of the whole. And you will also, with your journey, with your expansion, you will even contribute to the whole. Yes, next. Yes, authenticity and psychological slavery. You are first of all slave to your own mind. There is no slavery outside. Right? You will start breaking those chains imposed by society, parents, religion. One day you will question, like, why am I being this self and I'm not that? Because of the demands. It's okay. Because you need something from them, you are becoming that. When your needs come down, a lot of people ask me, why don't you maintain a phone? Why are you not available? I say I don't need. When I need, I switch on my phone and call. People find it like, how is it possible? It is possible because everybody is dealing with others because of needs, right? When you become more self-sufficient, you will break these dependencies and you will stop becoming the fake selves, acceptable selves for others. Next. Being yourself is the highest form of freedom. Yes, we already talked about it. Next. Authenticity requires dropping ambition. Ambition arises from comparison. Yes. When we compare, you are comparing an ego with another ego, a fake self with another fake self. Because at the level of truth, none of us know what we actually are. We haven't yet experienced. So whenever you are comparing with someone, even spiritually, some people compare. I'm a better master than the other master. No. Any level of comparison is still ego. So drop the ambition, even spiritual ambitions, drop them. Next. Yes, this is what we are doing. Daily meditation brings you back again and again and again to your natural, authentic center. So, friends, whenever we are meditating daily, remember this, all you're doing is going to your true self. Stop all the nonsense, cut all the nonsense. It's already almost 225 days. Now, enough of trying to be there. Just be there. When you sit for meditation, just connect to your natural breath, connect to your natural self. Whatever might happen, don't expect anything to happen. Just in that time, now, here, this moment, this breath, and then we are doing the right thing. Next. Yes, the core message is repeated in many, many ways. Being yourself is the only path, because you're already there. Yes. Next. Yeah, this book, When the Shoe Fits, please do read. A lot of my friends have read, and they enjoyed reading the book, because this book also explains what ego is, what mind is, what social self is, how to be your natural self, how easy is right, how being natural is easy, and how mind, uh, for example, I'll tell you one example. Why this book is named as When the Shoe Fits is because if suppose my foot size is 8, if I am wearing number 7 or number 9, and I'm walking, I can never forget my shoe. I can never forget my feet, because it keeps, troubling me. But if I wear the right size, I can forget about the shoe. I can forget about my foot. So remember, whenever you are doing right, you will forget about it. Whenever you are natural, mind doesn't come. Mind will come and remind you things only when something is wrong. Mind is an indication that something is wrong. For example, I'm healthy. I forget about my body. Suppose there is a particular pain. Can my mind forget about it? My mind keeps making me aware of that pain. Something is wrong there. So mind gets activated. You separate yourself from the consciousness and get into mind when something is wrong. So that's when there is no ease. So you have to go back to your natural self, so that you create that ease, and again you can forget it. So that's the beauty of the title. So it all talks about being yourself. No forcing, no ideals, no struggle, just a natural being. Please do read this book, my friends. Over to you, Sirisha.
Thank you. Thank you, Sam.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful sharing. Wonderful reminders for all of us, different minds. Thank you so much for sharing that. Thank you, friends, for participating. So we'll meet you all tomorrow at the same time. So until then, have a great day ahead. Bye-bye, friends.